Hey, what is going on, guys? Your boy Deadshots here, back up in the cut with another video for you guys today. So I know what you guys are thinking, man. You guys probably saw the title of the video and you guys are like, oh, Deadshots, why clickbait? But this actually isn't clickbait. I actually have a foolproof way kind of to improve. I'm not gonna say you're gonna become Foss. I mean, because he uses PC, but like you're not gonna have Foss game overnight. I'm just saying that this will actually like improve your aim a lot, like substantially. And for those of you who have been with me for a while, my subscribers, my day ones, shout out. You guys know that my aim has improved, slowly, throughout my days of YouTube. And when I started out, my aim was absolutely terrible, and slowly it went through kind of like stages. But here lately, I've been using a few apps, okay? A few apps that have improved my aim and just the speed of the game, everything like that. Like, by leaps and bounds, man. My gameplays, I feel like, have come a long way. They've honestly like gotten a lot better, and I do have a few apps for that, and I will be sharing those apps with you today. So I do ask that you guys like and subscribe if these apps help you. And I'm getting notifications, man. Oh Lord. But yeah, guys, I do hope that you, like I said, like and subscribe if these apps help you. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into the first app. Alright guys, so this first app that we have here is called Touchscreen Repair. Basically what it does is it improves your touch latency. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but it's like latency or whatever. And basically it removes lag from your touches. So say you're trying to hit quick scopes and you need to, you obviously need to move your buttons around really quickly as you go throughout, the game. This will definitely help with that. So let's go ahead and get started. So what you want to do is you want to click the start button, and it'll say help. So it does have ads, but I mean, it is an amazing app that will really help you. So the ads are kind of worth it. So what you want to do is you want to tap on the green area, make a quick single tap, don't long press, don't drag your finger. So tap, and then it'll wait. So you see that's our first tap, and then it'll give you a response time. Okay, and then you want to tap. As soon as you see it, you want to tap. Basically, as soon as it lights up green, okay, tap. As soon as it lights up green, you obviously want to tap. And you see mine are kind of close because I have done this several times, like 30, 31, 13. That's kind of an outlier, but it is what it is. And then it'll take you through 3 different other samples. So I'm going to walk through the 3 different samples with you guys. All right, all right, all right. So basically you tap and it registers, basically how long it takes for your phone to respond to your tap. So 73, that's crazy. I noticed a lot of the numbers now are kind of close to each other. When I first did this, the numbers were not close to each other at all. The numbers were all over the place, and it'll probably be like that for you. But this definitely does improve it. I actually think Beach Banana has used this before. I think I saw a tweet one day, and he was like, "Oh, I just used this thing to improve my aim," and I was like, "Oh my god, I used that same thing." I didn't respond because whatever, man. But I don't think he would have responded. But that was just really cool to see that I'm not the only one who uses this, and this is just the first step to improve. All right, man. So then it'll calculate the calibration values based on response times, and then it'll give you several numbers and how much it improved by. So you can only do this several times throughout the month, because I think if you do it too much, it'll actually like screw up some things. So see, your touchscreen response time has been improved by 10 milliseconds. So that's honestly amazing. Thanks. And see, it'll see last repair down here at the bottom. And if you try and do it again, it'll be like you recently repaired it. You cannot do it again. So you basically have to wait like a month before you can actually go ahead and do it again. And then it recommends that you restart your device. So it really does help the device. So I'm going to go ahead and restart, and then I'll move on to the next application. Alright guys, so like I said, that app is honestly amazing if you're trying to like decrease lag on your device, especially with the touchscreen lag. Some touchscreens are like not calibrated correctly, and that app is an amazing app for that. I know a lot of older devices have a ton of problems with lag, and that'll definitely help you out with that. as far as the touch lag goes. So my next application, which I'm about to get into, is an application called Game Booster, and the other app I actually found from somebody. I forgot who actually told me about the last application, but this application I'm about to share with you now, I actually was just like looking for something to help the speed of my game, make my game run faster, and decrease lag, and also decrease ping. So this next application will definitely help with that. It's called Game Booster, and I will show you guys how you basically use that. The only thing that I want to warn you guys about before I actually go ahead and get into this app is that it does cost money, but I will get into that once we actually go ahead and hop right on into the next application. Alright guys, so this next application which is on screen right now is actually called Game Booster. And so there's several things that you can do with this. And it really kind of depends on certain aspects. So as you guys know, I do not have a rooted device because you see root is not active, and you basically should root your device if you would like to use any of these game booster modes, which I actually don't use, or else, if I did have root, I would. But basically what this app does is, as you can see, it allows CPU cores to run at better speeds, and all CPU cores are forced to stay awake, and CPU will be optimized for max performance on the game. And if you have root, a RAM-free tweak will be applied, and the SD card boost tweak will also be applied for max performance. So I actually don't use any of these three modes right here. What I actually do is I click this flame button down here, and then it'll say select an app to boost. And obviously, I'm doing this for Bullet Force. So after it kind of sees what apps you have on your device, what you want to do is you want to go ahead and click on Bullet Force right here, and it has a credit system. So now that is honestly a big thing. So before I actually go ahead and show you how the boosting works, you can get free credits by doing things like this. And you guys may be like, well, Deadshots, how did you get so many credits? Basically, I think it was $1.99 or $2.99 for that simple price. I bought an infinite number of credits. But basically, I didn't pay to do this, and I will teach you guys how you can do that. It's a simple app called Lucky Patcher, and that will basically show you how to do it for free. So this application right here is called Lucky Patcher. If you guys like for me to make a video on how you can do this, I can. But if not, that's also fine as well. So let's go ahead and get back to Game Booster. Alright guys, so like I said, once you're in Game Booster, you want to go ahead and tap the flame button, and then it'll load up the apps on your device. And after that, you want to go ahead and click on Bullet Force, and it'll give you a certain number of credits when you first start. So when you first get the app, because the app itself is actually free, so you want to go ahead and tap agree. It'll take the 2 credits and it'll say boosting. And then after boost, you will load up into Bullet Force. It'll say app boosted, and then you can easily just go in and you'll actually see a big difference. There will be a huge difference. So yeah, definitely use this app. I definitely recommend this app, maybe even more than the other app that I used. So definitely check it out, guys. Alright guys, so those are the main ways, like the biggest 2 applications that I actually know of at the time to help your aim in Bullet Force, and those are what I use. And I'm honestly not the best sniper, at all, not the best Bullet Force player, but they have helped me a ton to kind of become a better player, and so I definitely recommend you use those. They are free to download from the App Store, and the touch repair is actually free to use, but like I said, you can either pay or you can use the Lucky Patcher application, which does not require root because I don't have root. And you just basically have to look up a root free version of that application if you would like to do that. So another like minor tip that is kind of funny. I don't know if you guys are gonna believe me on this one. Simply clean your screen, guys. Clean your screen. I actually have a bad habit of not cleaning my screen, and I definitely find that it's harder to move my controls. because you know your screen is greasy, or you know it's been in your pocket all day and it's sweaty. I don't know, like I don't know, man. Just certain situations happen where you have to clean your screen. So I definitely recommend that you clean your screen. That's one of my biggest tips, to be honest. Aside from the applications, just because I know how hard it is to actually get good sniping clips or be good at sniping when your screen is like not up to par. So yeah, definitely clean your screen. Use the two applications that I have listed in the video, and I really do hope that this helps you guys become better players, better snipers. And I do hope that you guys also enjoyed today's video. And I want to thank you for all the support on our last video. Our last video got a ton of support, so I do want to thank you for that as well, guys. And like I said, this honestly wasn't clickbait, so I'm very happy about that. Um, I don't know, man. Thank you guys so much for all the support. I'm basically trying to talk just so I can get this last sniper feed gone. And so it shouldn't take very long, man. It'll just a few more kills, because this is actually one of my best. Okay, and we die. Okay, well that was like my best feed of the game, I guess, for this game. I actually did finish off the game going 34-6, something like that. So I do hope you guys enjoy that. Well, this will actually wrap up the video, so be sure to like and subscribe if this video helps you guys. Thank you so much for watching. It's your boy Deadshot signing out, and peace.